Exactly. The only thing was, it's back to basics, but there's like some people say to me, oh, you can support a half-decent one.
Another route in for UK barn finds, because you started as a Facebook page, didn't you?
Yeah, we still have the Facebook page, and we've done that for what, 10 years now?
Yeah, more than
10 years, and I thought it might be fun to have a YouTube channel.
Oh really? You're to blame?
I'm afraid so. Yes,
Yeah.
it was me, and I have to be honest, a huge amount of respect to all the YouTubers, because we had no idea how much work it was,
Right.
and
Fair.
how much was involved in all the editing and everything else like that. But that said, it's been so much fun, and it's been so lovely to share some of our automotive adventures with everyone else.
So
really.
Elton, you know, how did you kind of, I don't know, migrate onto YouTube from Facebook? Because they're very different animals.
Well, to be honest, I thought it'd be lovely and easy. You tell people on Facebook, come and have a look, we're on YouTube. It doesn't work like that at all.
No.
They're separate.
Yeah.
So we really, it does give us a little bit of a leg up, but we have to start from scratch like anyone else, and learn from our mistakes and speak to other people and just do our own thing really, because what we've had found as we're going along is it's trying to be something that YouTube wants you to be doesn't work.
No.
Just do your own thing, and if people like it, it's great. Again, it's not our main business, so don't say it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to us personally if it doesn't work, but not financially, so we just do what we want.
Yeah, fair enough. To that. So Claire, Elton, UK Barn Finds, you are the projects guy, the discovery of projects, and then
To be.
catapulting them into the universe. What's the most exciting find you've ever come across? This is the big question I want to ask you guys.
Well, it depends how you measure it. From personal experience, I suppose it is the biggest one we've ever done was with Anglia Car Auctions. We've only been doing this a year.
Yeah.
And I was called 10 o'clock one night. Do you want to come and film something near London? It's quite exciting. I knew a little bit about it. You get heads up in this industry, and so we went to a little 2-car garage on the outskirts of London where there were, I think, 3 ACs. 4 Jaguar E-types, Land Rover Series, all in a back garden, in a 2-car garage. So they were 3 high.
Suspended.
How he got them in there was absolutely amazing.
Wow.
The extraction took 2 days. It was the first time I'd ever gone out to film anything like this, so I was trying to learn what to do. We had to deal with neighbours, people. Some of the neighbours weren't too happy with the place. And it was great fun, and also the reaction. Then that video was the one that kind of made us realise that people are interested in this. So, and that's, you know, around the world they're quite interested in that. And I'd say that was exciting. But Claire and I like bread and butter cars. Our little Austin A30 that we bought today. Tracing the backstory of that car has been so much fun for us. We find that just as exciting. It's more relatable to us. I'd say.
So when you make a discovery, it's not just the Tutankhamun's uncovering the crypt moment. It's actually finding out what's happened to that car in its life, that story of that.
We love doing that, and I think anyone who's bought an old car, a classic car, probably does that anyway. If you bought it for yourself, you go through, you find it
through the history,
you find bits under the.
We like the carcheology, as we call it.
Archaeology, I love that.
Where you go,
want to write that one down.
Where you go and discover. I mean, we've been really fortunate in that a couple of the barn finds that we've had, they were literally parked up as is, so they were proper time warp. You know, we found old Scotch egg wrappers from 1971.
Well,
all sorts of stuff, and it's just a joy to discover all these bits and pieces. That's what I love about it.
But the internet comes into its own there as well, because also not just YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, once you start putting photos out there, it's amazing. We all remember cars that we've owned. People will tell you, I remember that specific car. And so we get a lot of feedback like that as well.
That happens in Practical Classics when we put cars in. People come up. My Jensen, I had the guy who was owned by Sir Hugh Fraser of House of Fraser. His former mechanic got in touch with me. His former chauffeur's wife got in touch with me. But I did buy a barn find, Jensen Interceptor. For spares.
You're brave.
Yeah, I know. And I was told it was formerly owned by a London gangster.
Right.
And under the driver's seat, I found a Kosh.
Oh, no.
And I kid you not, In the boot, underneath all the parts, was an urn with somebody's ashes.
Oh my word!
I'm not sure how I'd feel about
I
finding
don't know
that.
how I feel about that either. I just kind of, I don't know where I'll just put it back. With projects and barn finds, if say one of us happens to have a relative with a classic car in a garage that has been there for many, many years, what pieces of advice would you, apart from calling you straight away to come and do the inspection,
Obviously.
what piece of advice would you say to somebody who might think about taking on a project that they find in Grandma's garage? And by the way, I'd always say this, can we just have a little round of applause, please, for all the old ladies and old men in Britain who stashed cars away for 20 years in their garage? Round of applause for them, because without them, most of us wouldn't be here.
Exactly.
So, funnily enough, we've had a couple of those come and approach us today. So it's been worth the journey.
Which has been good.
So, sorry, the question was to what advice to give them if they want to take the project on is know your own limitations.
Yes.
I don't. I keep going too far in and getting stuck, but that's part of what's been the entertainment with the channel. And knowing what your budget is, obviously, and where you want to be with that car. I think we all underestimate how much it's going to cost in time and money when we farm jobs out. So if you can do stuff yourself, if you've got friends who can help you, ask for as much advice as you can before you start. If it's sat there for 40 years already, another 6 months whilst you sort your life out isn't going to harm it. Good. Unless obviously there's reasons it's got to be moved quickly. And just know what's ahead, because otherwise you could go in, you won't be making money out of it. We're totally different to James.
I think that's the biggest takeaway.
Don't ever think of it
Don't think you're going to make any money doing
it's
it.
not about what it's worth afterwards, what it's worth to you. We're totally different to the modern car world. They're buying with their heads, they're thinking with their heads all the time. Everything a classic car person does is with their heart.
I would do it for love, not for cash.
Yeah, I would say with classics, you can't make money out of classics, restoring classics at all. No, not really.
Please put your hands together for James from Batch Reviews, James from Shops Garage, and Claire and Elton from UK Barn Finds.
Thank you.